What a day, what a day, what a day, what a day, what a day. What a day it was. What a day. What a day I had. What a day, what a day, what a day. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on in, guys. I am not going to get started until I see enough people. Welcome. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Tap your phone for me, please. Tap, 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 tap. Or if you're on an iPad or a laptop, just click the thumbs up button. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. I appreciate that. I appreciate the love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Tap for me. Give me some love as you come in. Tap, tap, tap for me. If you're on your iPad or your PC, just click the thumbs up button for me. When you do that, that let other people know that I'm here, and that will get other people coming in. Okay, so do that for, plus it's a requirement for YouTube. They ask that every time. If you've been on other channel, Princess Rose Doll. Thank you, dear. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. How was your day? How was Thanksgiving? Have we spoken since when? We haven't spoken since Friday. Either Friday or Sunday. How was Thanksgiving? Did you sell everything? Did you sell everything? Thanks, I know you would. I saw you on Donna today. Did you see me? Just before I left for the beach, I got her notification and I popped in for about 15 minutes. You're in Canada. Okay. I know you're in Canada, but I'm saying you were on Donna Live today. Donna Go? Thought I saw you. If it wasn't you and I thought it was somebody's girl, I sent so much hello to you. I thought I saw you on Donna's page. Thanks for coming in, guys. Appreciate it. Yes, you weren't on for long. Me either. I was on my way out when I got her notification because, I have, from Donna started, before she went into charity, I used to watch her cooking show because I love to cook so much. I used to watch that show she had on Sunday. Matter of fact, I started watching her from she started to send stuff on Wally British. I think that's what's the young lady's name. So, so girl, I had the day. I had the weekend. I had the best weekend. The best weekend. Today, you say my eyes are red? I was literally in the water for 8 hours today. I tried to go live. I had such a hard time. And the beach was very crowded. Because I told you, I'm going to all the beaches on the island before I leave here. All of them. So this is my third one. It's my third? Yes, my third one. This is my third one. So I have 2 more to go. And I don't know if you remember, I said that 14 cruise ship a day comes on this island. 14. That's how big the space is for ship to dock. Because remember, this island is all water. That's why 50 to, I would say 65% of their transportation is the ferries and the boats. Angela Lois. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for coming. Did you share out for me, Angela? Share out for me, please. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. Appreciate all of you guys that are here. I am exhausted in a good way. I'm on vacation. I'm exhausted in a good way. I spent 8 hours straight on the beach, and 6 of those hours, or maybe 7 of those hours, were in the water because I couldn't even record today. This particular beach is one of the world's best beach, they said, because Negril is on the list, Cancun, some in Italy and Japan, and this one is a big hub for the cruise ships. 14 comes on this island any given day. And they're not parked close to each other because, as I was saying, the island is so wide. It is so wide that the cruise ship, they come in and they have this J Brown. Welcome, honeybee. Welcome. Always good to see you guys too. Always good, J Brown. I've been roaming this island and my phone don't work. A matter of fact, I met quite a few folks that tells me that their Verizon phone doesn't work here. You would not believe. I'm on the beach today and there was this couple and they kept waving to me. And they just kept waving to me. So I kept waving back. And I said, I wonder if these people know me. And then I go, no. Would you believe I finally walked down to them They are from Arizona. They live the next city from me. So we had a blast. They're here on their honeymoon. We had a blast together. We had such a good time. I couldn't go live because, again, I don't know what is wrong with Verizon. Everybody's complaining Verizon is not working here, and it should, because this is a part of the US territory. So it should. I go to Africa and it works. I go to Jamaica, it works. Everywhere I go, it works. Has not worked here. So I wasn't able to go live. But I had hoped. I know it's so nice. Because I'm here alone and I travel a lot alone. So being alone doesn't bother me. But to connect with somebody, the city, one exit after me, they live. So we were able to chop it up a little bit. But I couldn't go live. Her phone worked and she was about to give me her hotspot to use. But the thing is, J Brown vexed with you, Angela, but he still loves you. J Brown vexed with you, but he still loves you. Angela Lewis, you gotta make that up, girl. You gotta make that up, Angie. Rose saying hello to you, J Brown. Rose, welcome everyone. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming. Thanks for tap as you coming, guys. Tap as you coming. Tap as you. Crystal, hey sweetie. How are you? How was your day? How was did you tap, Crystal? Did you tap on your phone? Guys, that's my daughter. Say hello to her. Say hello to everybody for me, Crystal. Angela, that's exactly what we both said. She's Christian, but he's Islam. But that's what we said because they said this is their first time coming here. They said this is their first time coming here. And they never thought they would. I met people from North Carolina. I met people from all over the world, and we have a good time. But to have somebody that's from Arizona, it really, it really felt good. And they're on their second honeymoon. So I gave them their space, but everywhere I went, they came. So I couldn't go live because this beach is so crowded. Yeah, that's good. That's you and this LOL. LOL is her famous word. Everything from she was like 13. LOL, LOL. Yeah, Crystal, I'm glad you had a good Thanksgiving. I had a blast. I had such I never expected the type of Thanksgiving that I had. I ate my world down. And so it was hard to go. I have a few shots that I took, but everybody was like, please, please, no video around me, no video around me. And because it's a paid beach, it's only two paid beaches here. This one and another one, Emerald, that I'm going to go to. The public beaches, the people don't mind, but the private beaches, they really, really mind. So I couldn't go live. I went live in the water while I was swimming, so I have that to put up. But it was nice to meet someone from Arizona. I've never met anyone from Arizona when I travel. So it was really, really, really nice to have. It felt like home. It felt like home. As a matter of fact, I didn't even have to call my driver to take me back to the golf course because they insisted on taking me, that they wanted to see where I am in case there's an emergency. They said just call them. Crystal, that's your stepdad right there. Jay Brown is everybody's husband on YouTube. So he's warning you. So make sure you take care of me. And if you don't, you have to answer to him. You hear that, Crystal? You hear that? Yeah. So I'm having a wonderful, wonderful time. A wonderful time here. Wonderful time. I mean, you see my eyes are red? All day in the water. And as I said, I can swim. So I love to dive, really. I'm a diver. I'm a dive person. I'll dive from here to there. So that's why my eyes are so red. And you see the hair? Oh my gosh, this poor hair. I just condition it, deep condition it. Jay Brown, she said she will. You will, Crystal? She said she will, Jay Brown. See, you better form in line, Crystal. Crystal, this is a this. Crystal, he said you better. He said you better. I'm sorry. I think Angela Lewis will come at you too, tell you to take care, and Rose Doll. All these guys, you got to, they got my back, Chris. They got my back. They got my back. Yeah, so it is a wonderful trip. Wonderful, wonderful trip. So I'm going hard tomorrow. I'm not telling you all when I'm leaving. I'm just waiting until I get to the airport. Then I'll let you know when I'm leaving. But I'm going hard for the rest of the days. Hard, hard, hard. I'm hitting everywhere, that every historical spot, every water. I'm doing it. My eyes are blood red. Blood red from the seawater. And it says it's hot here. I guess because I'm from Arizona. Everybody's going, oh my God, it's so hot, but it doesn't bother me. Doesn't bother me at all. The humidity bother me. I travel in like 3 rods because I sweat like a bull. I sweat like a bull, so I travel with a lot of rags. But beautiful. So today I hit the world's most famous beach, the top 10 most famous beach. I went there and there were so many private yachts. So many private yachts. Oh, Jay Brown, you know they have what you call that thing? They have what, remote jet skis now. The amount of people that were on not jet ski, waterboard. The amount of people that were on waterboard. Oh my goodness. There was this big boat that came in and you could see it was a private boat. That's right, Jay. That's right. You're always encouraging me. That's right. Jay, Femi Black Hen, how are you? How are you, Femi Black Hen? Nice to see you. Nice to see you, man. Thanks for coming in. Remember to tap for me, okay? You know how it goes. Remember to tap for me. How was your Thanksgiving? How was your day? Hope you're doing well. Jay Brown and all the others are here. Jay Brown, Crystal, Angela, Rose. Everybody is here, my black hen. Thanks for coming. Share out for me. For me hen. For me black hen. Share out for me. And give me some love, okay? Happy to see you here. Happy to see you here. So, Jay Brown, I was telling you, Jay, they have remote control waterboards now. Oh my word. Remote control waterboards. It was so cute to watch them on these waterboards, and they have the remote, and that was the private yacht that came. About 10 people came on it, and the parachute out of it. Oh my gosh, I couldn't take them. It's a private beach. What you can do, yes, what you can do on the public beaches here, you can't do them on the private. You have to maintain, people's privacy. But thanks guys, thanks for coming, thanks for coming. Appreciate you. So the paddleboard also, I was surprised. They they were you had a good Thanksgiving. Great. Great, great, great. I am on vacation. Femi Black Hen. I'm I know it's my black hen, but you know me I always say for my black hen, right? Yeah, I'm on vacation. I'm in St. Thomas, Virgin Islands. I'm on St. Thomas for the last couple of days. Yes, darling. For the last couple of days I've been on other islands, but I'm back on St. Thomas tonight. So what I do is in the days I visit other islands, and then my Airbnb is on the main island, St. Thomas. So then I come back here at nights. One thing I don't like about down here, they got so much bloody flies. They said it's the beach. And oh, here is something I found out. I don't know if I told you guys. Do you know? I don't know, maybe Jamaicans know, but I don't know. Do you know they have wild chickens? This place, every time I try to take a video of these chickens, they just fly away. This place has, right in my area alone, I swear if they don't have 100 wild chicken, they don't have enough. No, it's not Jamaica. Everybody thought it was Jamaica. I remember when I said I was going away, I said I'm not telling anybody where I'm going until I get there. Everyone said, "Oh, it's Jamaica. It's Jamaica." No, I'm in St. Thomas. I'm in St. Thomas. Jamaica might be. I might plan something for mango season. That's the only way I'll come there during mango season. I love mangoes. They have my black hen. I don't know if you have chickens or you just love that name, but wild chickens. I think I told you the other night, these chickens, the feathers are like, they're like a amber, almost like my hair, but with a little gold tone. And then they have the black hair around around here and on their neck, and then the tail has another color. They're the most beautiful chickens. But let me tell you something. As 4 o'clock in the mornings, understand, Angela, understand. Just glad you're able to pop back in. Listen, they wake me up every morning. It's like a choir. It's like a choir. They're so beautiful. And I saw a lady feeding them. She has this big box of whatever is in it, and they just fly all around. But I couldn't take a video because I didn't want to disturb her. But when I went walking the other morning, I saw them, and I tried to walk so quiet behind them, and they still sense me and fly away. I need to get these chickens pictured. They are so pretty. Lots of chicken. The other thing that I noticed it in St. John's, but I didn't notice it in St. Thomas until today. They have a lot of fishes. Lot of fish. You'll be swimming and they just come and swim around you, and nobody's allowed to catch them because they're there to keep the ocean bottom clean. Nobody's allowed to catch. I think I caught a few of those. I don't know if I got them on video, but I know I got them. The camera says waterproof, so I tried it. So I tried it today, and it has been working since I did it. So, but it said waterproof, so I was able to get some of the fish today. But the chickens, I tell you, I'm gonna wake up early tomorrow morning and see if I can find some of these chickens to take their pictures. They're so beautiful. They just roam the islands. They just roam the island. Everywhere you go, you see them. Everywhere you go, you see them. And nobody can bother them. Mm-hmm. What is the other unique thing? Oh, there's no cultural food here. There's no cultural food here. I thought that Centonians would have a dish, but again, it's a U.S. territory. So it's the same meat and potato. Same meat and potato. Everywhere you go is the same thing. And they have Kentucky here. Domino's. They wouldn't let me video. They wouldn't let me video. Domino's is here. But they gross me out. I went in there to get a pizza. Everybody, nobody has on gloves. Nobody. And they're making the pizza. They leave the pizza, come and pick up the phone to answer order, and they just wipe their hand and they go, I told the guy, cancel my pizza. I said, cancel my pizza. He goes, no, we don't. I said, to me, you don't use gloves cooking food. He said, no, we don't. I said, okay. And some ladies were behind me and they walked out too, because it's like they're there, and while you're waiting, they're scratching. And nobody put on gloves. Nobody put on gloves. They said they don't have to wear gloves here. They said they don't have to wear gloves here. No, man, I'm telling you. Jamaica, what is not pretty? I said it one time on here. Even Florida water is prettier than Jamaica. I said it, I was in Florida last year. And I said it. I said Florida water is prettier than Jamaica. Who told me to say that? They came at me. But let me tell you, Jamaica cannot come close to the beauty of this island. Not even close. The place is so beautiful. Everywhere it's just green and flush. And let me tell you something. The government take pride. You see the streets? The day I see a bottle or a box on the street, I'm going to take a picture of it. The streets are clean. The roads are smooth. The roads are just as small as Jamaica and other West Indian, not just Jamaica, other West Indian island. Africa roads are very small too. Let me tell you, the roads are clean. You're not driving like this. I don't see a pothole. I plan. If I see a pothole and if I see something on the street, I am taking the picture. I am taking a picture. The place is clean. The only problem they have, the food is too expensive. Tourists were complaining today so much. The food is too expensive. One lady was upset because the ship won't allow them to bring a snack out because they want them to eat on the island. But the food is expensive. My thing is, the place is such a beautiful place. The government should do everything they can. What happened, my black hen? What happened? The government should do everything they can to reduce the price of food here. It's ridiculous for you to buy a bottle of water for $5. Water and soda is the same price, $5. I can do without soda, but I can't do without water. When I'm coming back here, I'm going to bring me 3 shorts, 6 shirts. I have 6 bathing suits here. So I will continue. But my suitcase is going to be packed with food. When I come back down here, down to chips I'm bringing, my suitcase is going to be packed with food. Food is expensive here, man. Food is expensive here. I don't know how they do it. And there's a lot of kids. I'm like, okay, so if food is so expensive, how you all have so much kids? How? The minimum wage is $10 an hour. $10 an hour. Now you tell me. $10 an hour. The only thing is, when you go into a restaurant to eat, even at the beach, the little tuck shops, I call them, because that's not a restaurant. The little tuck shops that are there, mandatory 15% on everything you buy, you have to pay them. And when I said, why are you demanding tip? She said, because it pays the staff. It helps to make up the staff money. And I know it's the same thing in they call us the States. I notice it's the same thing in the States, but the difference is the minimum wage is higher. And they don't leave it free for you to tip. Buy a soda and you're in a restaurant, they take in the tip, mandatory 15%. Mandatory. But I really think because so much cruise ship comes here, and let me tell you, these cruise ship don't dock free. One lady from here told me it's $1,000 per person they pay St. Thomas to dock here. So they can get the food down. Food is too expensive, man. And I'm a person, I'm not a glutton, but when I travel, I love to eat. I love to eat at home too, but when I travel, I always research the food. And I research this food very, very, very good. It said all American cuisine is the main cuisine, but there are other cuisine. I ain't seen it yet. I don't see it yet. So somebody was saying on the beach today that they're going to complain to the cruise ship because the cruise ship needs to put pressure on the island to reduce the cost of the food. Reduce the cost of the food. You know what? You ain't see no drunks here. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but every tourist place I've visited, when the cruise ship come in, 95% of them going back drunk. Jamaica is the biggest one. 99.9% of cruise ship resident return back on the cruise ship drunk. Here, they can only buy probably 2 drinks because a daiquiri, 8 ounce cup of daiquiri is $14, and if you get the bigger one, it's 22. Ain't nobody going. And they said a shot is something like $30. Ain't nobody drunk. Ain't nobody drunk. The sea is filled with people, but everybody's sober. Everybody's sober. But you can't get 100% of anything. Nothing. Relationships, children, you can't. It's a 80-20 thing. So I'll take the 80. The 80 is the paradise, the nice beach. I have not starved since I'm here. I buy what I need to eat. I limit myself. My heaviest meal is in the day, and then in the evenings now I have apples and blueberries and bananas and stuff like that I keep in the Airbnb. When I'm out, I grab something heavy. Once I come in, I just have my fruits. So, as long as you know how to work, most people that I meet say that they cook. Not me. I didn't want to cook at home, much as to come on vacation and cook. So the Airbnbs have full-size kitchen, full kitchen, and Westin. Someone was telling me that no, he said the food was so expensive at Westin that they went out and buy a hot plate and a pot. I laughed until I almost died. Can't take black people nowhere. He said he went to Kmart. They have Kmart here. There's no Kmart in the store, but the biggest store here is Kmart. He said he went to Kmart. I laughed so hard on that beach. He said he went to Kmart. He said they came here yesterday. He said they went out to eat and it cost $98 for he and his wife. He said he woke his wife up this morning and said, babe, we're going to Kmart. We're going to grab a pot. He said, I would just use one pot and cook everything. So he said he bought eggs. He bought macaroni and cheese. He said he bought cereal. So his wife said it's true. She said he bought everything. He went and bought a hot plate. He said it would be much cheaper than buying food on the island. He said, they don't know I have it in the room. And he's at the Westin. He said he gonna plug that thing in and he's gonna cook right there in his hotel room. I laughed so hard. I said, do you have enough space to cook? He said, I'm gonna make me one. He bought a hot plate. It was so funny. He was so, listen, man, I laugh, I laugh until I had to apologize to them. And no, they're not Jamaicans. No, they're not. Everybody say you can't carry Jamaican nowhere. These people beat Jamaicans. They're black Americans. I laughed so hard on that beach today. I in the water almost drowned myself. When the man said, his wife said to me, "You've been here from last week?" And I said, "Yes." She said, "How do you manage with the food?" And then he go, "I know Sister Friend cook in her room." I said, "No, I don't." He said, "You stay at the Westin too?" I said, "No, I have an Airbnb." He said, "Them Airbnb have everything." I said, "Yes, honey, but I ain't cooking." I said, "I am not cooking. I will eat one main meal, and through the day, I'll just have fruits and water. I'll make sure I bought cheese, so I have some protein. I'm not going to die before I go home." But when that brother said, and I tell you, a few people on the beach heard him, they just went like this. He was so proud of himself. He was so proud of himself. He's one of these guys that he's very loud, you know? And he was so proud of himself. He said, "From you got here last week until now you're buying food?" And I said, "He go, hell no. I took my wife to Kmart. I bought me a pot." I laughed so hard. His wife said he bought a pot. He didn't buy regular milk. He said he buy evaporated milk because he can dilute it because the milks are expensive. He said he bought evaporated milk. I went home, he diluted, pour it out in a water bottle. His wife says he's not lying. Every time he says something, she go, "He ain't lying." He said, "Get up in the morning, boil egg for me and my wife. I got some butter, and we got our bread, and we got orange juice. We good." So it's all about survival here. It's all about survival here. You know, if you know, you're on vacation. So if you're on vacation, you just adapt. You know, that's a wonderful thing about traveling a lot. You adapt to the culture. And culture doesn't mean an accent, it means what goes on. You know, when you go to Rome, in this place, you don't do like the Romans do. You do what you need to do to survive. Because after you view all the beauty of the island, you hungry. You hungry. I think a two-piece Kentucky with a juice is $18. $18. US. US. Did I say US? Yes, US. So it made Jamaica look good right now. Except for the beaches. And guess what from the black end? The beaches here are free, and go on my channel, you see all the beaches I've visited. The only beaches you have to pay for is two, which are considered historical because they're considered the most beautiful beach in the world. Those two, and it's $7. And what I love about here, if you're a resident of the Virgin Islands, $160 to go on the ferry, $160 to go on the historical sites, but every other site is free. It doesn't. I went. They have a bar. What they said is 360. I don't remember. 360 feet above street level, some above sea level. Up there is heaven on earth. That's where they have the number one daiquiri in the world. That's the one I tell you, $22 for it. And half of it is ice. But the lines are long to get it. Oh my God, people buy it. Yeah, and up there is like going to Mystic Mountain. And they don't charge you. They don't charge you to go to this place. But you know that the other thing I did, man, I'm telling you, until now, I have such a sense of just appreciation. So I went on a street, I forgot the name of the street, and all the buildings there, And they have a huge place like a park, but it's not a park. It's fenced in. I bet you none of you could guess what happened in those buildings, what they did in those buildings. Just a fresh guess. Just guess, just for fun. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in, guys. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. Appreciate you so much. Finny Blacken, J Brown, guess. Rose, guess. Angela's phone is giving trouble. Whoever else is here, guess. Guess what those buildings were for. Da 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 da. Crystal, guess. What are those buildings for? Da 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 da. Nobody's guessing? All right. All right. Nobody's gonna guess? Okay. All right. Okay. I'm gonna say until somebody answer me. Just guess. Thanks for coming in, guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Just guess what they did in those buildings. They have now become historical buildings. Guess what they did back in the day. Guess who lived? Okay, let me give you a clue. Guess who lived there? Or for lack of a better word, whose house there? There is this building on the street that I visited. On the left and the right is just these buildings. Guess what they did back in the day in St. Thomas? Guess who lived there? Okay. I'm gonna wait. Remember, guys, I'm on vacation, so I can wait for y'all to guess. I can't believe J Brown don't get it yet. Okay. Hope y'all don't is not gone on the channel to look at the videos, I shouldn't say anything. Hope y'all are not go y'all left me and watching the videos, didn't you? I'm on the island. I'm not telling y'all. I'm not telling y'all. I'm not telling y'all until you guess. I won't tell y'all until I'm leaving here if nobody gets it right. Then I'll give the answer. Welcome. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. I appreciate you. Appreciate you coming in. We're just talking about my day in St. Thomas. Just talking about my day and the things I did. It's night now. And I am sunburned because I was in the sun all day, in the beach rather, all day. Lovely. And I plan to get a hairstyle before I leave. But it's almost $200. It's almost $200 to cut it, recolor it, and give me I need a bob. I'm going to do a bob. I'm going to change my hairstyle. Almost $200. So guess what? Girlfriend going back to Arizona. And she going to try to do it herself. Yeah. And I went into the nail salon. Have mercy. Expensive. I don't do my nails. I see, for me, it's a waste of money. Because my hands are always in water. Always in water. And the biggest thing why I don't do my nails, and I used to do them, but every time I do them, my nail beds turn black. So I went to the dermatologist, and she said that because I'm on insulin, she thinks it's just a reaction to the insulin. So she told me to use the natural polish that doesn't have any type of anything in it. Child, them things are so expensive. I don't need them. I have better things to do with my money. Yeah, but this here need to be redone. So when I go home, I was hoping I could get a real nice hairstyle here to go back home. But father, no sir. Too expensive. Yeah. But the island makeup. Because after your belly's full, you're good. After your belly's full, you're good. So you spend money to eat, and then you're good. Then and everybody complains about the price of the food. So it's like, every second person meet you. Have you tried to buy food here? So it's like a tourist thing now. I should make a T-shirt. Have you tried to buy food in St. Thomas? I should make that T-shirt and market it. Yeah, but it's just the beauty of it, the fact that you don't have to spend. And this guy said it right today. This guy he was on Carnival Cruise. He said it right. He said the fact that you don't have to pay to go into these beautiful historical sites. He said, so if I have to pay extra for food, I will. Because most countries, every sightseeing stop is a money. I know for sure Jamaica. Mystic Mountain is so expensive. Dunn's River Falls is so expensive. What's that one near Runaway Bay? Is so expensive. Blue Hole has become very expensive now. White River has become very expensive. So, it's all about, it balances. Food in Jamaica is cheap, but you have to pay for everything. Food is expensive here, but you get everything free. So, it's what it is what it is. Just pretend that you just had gastric bypass. pretend pretend that you just had gastric bypass and you can't eat a lot. And you get through it. I've not been hungry since I'm here. I've not. I've not been hungry. I eat and I when I'm out there I have a nice meal. When I come home, I have my fruits. Yeah. So just pretend if you're coming here, pretend that you have gastric bypass and you can only eat 2 ounces of food every 3 hours and you can make it. Or even if you're staying at the hotel, bring your snacks. Bring like because I would come back here. I would definitely come back here. But you don't know until you know. So I've never been on this island, so now I know. Coming back here now, I'm bringing my oat bran cereal. I'm bringing my raisin bran. I'm bringing carnation milk. I'm bringing my nuts. I'm bringing my crackers. I'm bringing my cheese. When I come back here, I ain't bringing no clothes. I'm bringing food. Because I'm definitely come back here so beautiful. Mm-hmm. But so it makes up for it. Makes up for it. Really makes up for it. Because you get out there. Once I go through the door, I forget about how much food costs. Because it's so beautiful. So, so beautiful. And I haven't gotten, pardon me, that's the seawater, because I tell you, I soaked. I haven't gotten, as I got in though, I really moisturized my hair. Really moisturized my hair. I haven't gotten to walk down and go live at the beach right here by my Airbnb. But if you catch my quick lives in the morning, I do a quick live in the morning to just, talk to you guys and say hello and tell you what I'm doing for the day. And I was able to, when I go running in the mornings, I travel with my sneakers everywhere and a tracksuit. So I go running in the morning, so I was able to videotape that beach near the Airbnb. Oh my God. It's not a beach, it's a view of Megan's Bay, which is the most popular area here, they said. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I'm gonna post. I have quite a few videos that I have to post when I get home. quite a few. And I've met some of the most wonderful people. So kind and just nice. They're so nice. One lady said today on the beach, she said they're so nice. You always wonder if they're normal. When you go in some place to purchase anything, they're so nice. The cab drivers, they're so nice. Everybody just so nice. I stopped and I had a 1 hour conversation with a police officer. She couldn't. I wanted to put her on my YouTube because every time I open my selfie stick, someone asked me if I'm a YouTuber. So she asked me, and I said yes. And we chatted. I couldn't take her because she's working, but we chatted a lot, and she came here. A lot of Belizeans are here too, Dominicans, Belizean, Panamanians, um, um, a lot more Dominicans than I think about 60 to 70% of the people that live here are Dominicans. They own everything. I was surprised. I thought it would be Jamaicans. We would see a lot of Jamaicans here. I was shocked. I met 5 since I'm here. 5. There's not a lot of Jamaicans here. I met one guy that said he was born here. I met one guy that said he was born here. I almost grew up the poor man. I was so happy to meet a native. So happy. I almost grew up the poor man. He said he gets that reaction all the time. He works at the hotel. He said he gets that reaction all the time. And he told me, he said, I actually like it. I like it because, yes. So I met him. He was quite nice. He works for the hotel. But a lot of Belizeans, Dominicans dominate here. Dominate here. Everywhere you turn. The car service, the restaurants, the cleaning service. Because I met a lady that owned a cleaning service here. She does the Airbnbs and office buildings and stuff. And she told me her staff is Dominicans. She has a few Jamaicans. She has a few Centonians, you know. So it's like they can come from Dominican Republic through Tortola into the Virgin Islands, no issues, so that's why they're here so much. Belizeans are here a lot too. As I said, I only met 4 Jamaicans on the island. I met 1 in St. John's and 3 on this side. I don't know how much I'm going to meet tomorrow when I go over to Emerald Bay. I don't know how much I'm going to meet there. I don't go searching for them, If they come to talk to me, after a while I'll ask them. But Jamaica is not a tourist place. This place, without those cruise ships, without the planes coming here with visitors, they can't function. And they are a part of the United States. I don't get it. They depend on tourism for everything. The ferries bring in so much money. But what my driver told me is that the government here spends the money on the roads. When I say your road is so smooth, he said they spend the money on the road, they spend the money on schools, and they spend the money on infrastructure. And you can see it. You can see it. I tried to ride it. I'm going to try to ride one of their public buses. But for some reason, my driver does not want me to go down on that side of town. Because he's like, to come back up is going to cost you too much. So he's going to try to see if he has some time. Because he works, and he owns a scuba business on the beach where he hires people to do that. And he said he's going to try. He's going to take me down and drive behind the bus. so that he's right there, because I'd really love to have the experience of driving on public transportation here, because all the cabs has to register with US Virgin Islands or the transportation authority here. All of them has to you cannot just get up and say you're going to use your car for car service. You have to register, and they don't play. As I told you before, if you've been on since I've gotten here, the government set down to the price to the supermarket, because everywhere you live here, from where you live to here, from there to there, is the price is there, and they cannot charge you a penny more, because they said they'll be reported. Yeah, so the system works. It just needs to be enhanced. They need to the agriculture department need to take some of the food stamp money and pour into the economy here, so that the price of food can go down. Also, another quick fact is that, and my driver educates me because I ask him questions so I can know. He said that the food stamp program here is very big. He said, so when you don't, when you're in a crowd and you don't hear them talk about the price of the food, because the price of the food here should be on a t-shirt. It should says, have you bought anything in St. Thomas? As I said, they should have a t-shirt that says that, because that would sell. That would sell. They said that half of the population here gets food stamp, not because they're destitute, but because the food price is so high. Yeah, so he says anyone can apply for food stamps here. It's a qualifying program, so if you qualify, you get it. But he said, like mothers with children, the elderly, they get it. So he said it offsets their income. I mean, yes, their income, their Social Security, because you can get Social Security here because it's a U.S. territory. You can get disability here because it's a U.S. territory. So, and he's from Jamaica. He's been here for 24 years and he loves it. He loves it. He said he wouldn't leave here. He said he would not leave here. He said he has lived in the States, he lived in Atlanta, he lived in Boston, and he always come back. He says he's not traveling to live anywhere. He's just traveling for vacation because he loves it here. He's so proud to be here. Yeah. So that was my day, the beach, learning a little bit more about St. Thomas and how it functions and the things they do. It's interesting. It's very, very interesting. But once you hit outside, you forget all the problems. You got there, it's like, wow. One man told me at the beach today, I met a lot of people that migrated from other countries. One man told me he came here on vacation 2 years ago, just before COVID. And he said when he looked at how hard he worked in Boston, he went home and said to his wife, listen, he said just before COVID, he said to his wife, we need to think about selling our home and move to St. Thomas. And I asked him if he has ever regretted it. Does he miss the state? He said no. He said no. He said the environment is so calming. The people are so caring that the hustle and bustle. He said no. Plus, he said he can do his business from here. And then he just travel to take care of serious issues with his company because his kids run the company. And then I met another guy. He said the same thing. He came on a cruise ship. And when he went home, he decided, why am I living like this? Why am I living in the cold? When I could go somewhere and enjoy, and I'm still in the United States, I'll still get everything that's coming to me. It is really tempting. It is really, really tempting, the thought of moving here. Every second person I met moved here because they came on vacation. But the guy said to me today, look, all this water, we don't have to pay to go on it. We don't have to pay. And the beaches are pristine. Talk about clean. No sea mosses in the water here. None. Oh, and I did ask my driver why. And he said because the sea is their road. So he said the ships alone clean it out. Because you have 20, 40 ship on the sea every day. It stirs up the sand and get rid of the seaweed. He said it naturally cleans itself. And then they have all these fishes that cleans the ocean that just swim around. Just swim around. But you know what is cute? Hi, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Happy you're here. Just chit-chatting about my day here. You know what is fun? If I go on the beach now, it's crowded. If I go on one of the public beaches now, the private beaches close at 6 because they have guards. But if you go to a public beach now, my driver was explaining to me that people cook at their homes, lay it out in chafe pans, put it in the back of the car and drive the kids, spread a blanket, and the water is splashing on their feet and they're having dinner. Man, that's the life. They're having dinner. So he took me down there one night, and sure enough, there was so much food on that beach. Yeah, the kids are playing in the water while they're sharing. They eat, and everybody's in the water. The life here. And they have a lot of churches here. There are a lot of churches here. I'm a Seventh-day Adventist, and I could pick, choose, and refuse churches that I want to go to here. There's so many. And I inquired. Thanks for coming. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the love. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the company. Appreciate you all so, so much. Appreciate your time. I had to inquire from my church, what have you been doing for the community here? And they have a full service just the way we have back home. They serve meals on Sundays. People can come in when they're in need. I was so impressed. So impressed. Well, the lady told me, she says, you know, there are those that can't qualify for food stamp for whatever reason. So we have to feed them. We have to make sure they're eating. They get the boxes of food just the way they get it in the States at all our churches. I think even in Jamaica too, because it's a way of life. Somebody goes there for help, they help them. They help them. And that was very touching for me to know that there's somebody that is looking out for the needy. But I tell you something, in all my Highland hopping, I met 3 homeless people. 3! In Phoenix? Oh, Jesus, we have so much now because of rent. Rent is so high. I met 3. I stopped. I chatted with them a little. I didn't understand a word they said. I chatted with them a little. And they seem at peace. You know, they seem at peace. And they have an open place where they can go in the days, get something to eat. And, you know, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. I went into a Salvation Army. I went into a Salvation Army here. I went into a thrift shop, you know. So the Highland takes care of itself, except for food. Food is too high. Because everything has to port in, you know, guys. Everything either has to come from Dominican Republic, Miami, Jamaica, Haiti, you know, everything comes here. They don't grow anything. They grow nothing here because they don't have the land space. Because it's an island, it's a water. This is a water bed we're on. They build up the place to make a livable island, but it was not a livable island. So all of this is water. All of this is water. Now I realize why they flood so much. Yeah, all of this is water. So, you know, interesting place. Interesting place to visit. One tourist asked me today, how did you think of this place? I told her, I know someone that lives in St. Croix, and I started to Google the main island, and then I read up on it, and I decided that, you know, I love the beach. I love the beach. Been to Jamaica, been to Florida, been to those places. I wanted to try something new, and I'm glad I did. So happy I did. I'm going home relaxed, refreshed, renewed. Yeah. Just make you pause, you know, and think about the goodness of God. It really does. When you see that someone can build such a beautiful paradise, because it's a man-made beach, man-made country, city, whatever they call it. It's man-made, and the U.S. took it. Yeah. So it's an interesting. It's like an historical. It's like an historical adventure because it has such good history. The kids here do very well. They say the kids in the schools here do very well. Very, very well. Because, you know, the social worker in me, I can't just come and just go to the beach and enjoy all the beautiful sights. I need to know what makes it sing, you know? What makes it sing. They have a domestic violence office here that is so easy to get to. It is so easy to get to. People can walk off the streets for help. They have the, you know, your regular welfare center and your social security office. I went to, and I didn't take any picture. I don't know what it is with me. I'm not a picture person, you know. I went to the Marines headquarters. I went to the Army headquarters, you know. And when I'm in those territory, I don't like to flick out my camera. I really don't like it because, you know, it's like, I don't know, I just see it as an intrusion. So a lot of things I don't take because I see it as an intrusion that I'm going into some place to find out about what they do, and then I'm flicking up a camera. But I've learned a lot. I met a lot of social workers here too. Met a lot of social workers here. And I love what they do. I love what they do. They have some place for the homeless to go. They have somewhere for them to eat. You know, I love that. I love that. And the homeless population here is not large. They said it's not large at all. It's because someone was telling me that they have a place. It's almost like a shelter, but they said it's not a shelter. I forgot the name he called it. That people can check in at nights to sleep and check out in the mornings, get their shower and leave. Isn't that nice? Yeah. There's some really good things on this island. This really, really good things on this island. Yeah. Really good. It makes for interesting conversations when I meet people on the beach. Because I don't go to the beach and just sit there and sunbathe with my eyes closed. No, I meet people. Because you'll be laying here and somebody come and lay right here beside you because it's crowded. You know? And another person come and how you doing? And you start chatting. Yeah. The private beach was filled today. I mean, I could barely find some place to put my towels. It was filled because all the boats that were in. hmm Because what? Most of the islands only get what? One or two ship at a time versus 11 to 14 here. And they're like 50 minutes apart from each other, because where they dock is off the beaten path, and then the tourist comes off and grab cars and go where they're going. So it's nice, very nice. Would I live here? Sure. In a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. I would live here. Because I could solve the food problem. I'll just buy on Amazon. Just buy on Amazon. Buy on Amazon. Amazon ships everything free. And then buy the fruits and the vegetables and all that. I buy on Amazon. There's no extra fees. It's the same price like, if I'm home. So I could solve that problem. I could solve that problem. I could even open a small takeout Jamaican restaurant here because I haven't seen any authentic one. I haven't seen any authentic ones. I could see myself really enjoying life here. I could. Because again, remember, it's a U.S. territory, so all your benefits from the U.S. you get here. You can go back and forth as you like. Back and forth, and you don't need a visa, just a driver's license. So it's like living in the next town from me. That's how I think of it. Yeah, I would live here. I would live here. In a heartbeat. Because there's so many social programs here. Church life, I went to church and I tell you, I enjoyed it. I'm not talking about jumping and carrying on. We're not that type of a church. We praise God, yes. But the service was so meaningful and so refreshing and so different. So different. Yeah, it's a beautiful place to live. Beautiful, beautiful place to live. Because once you're a resident here, I think your cab fare goes down to, well, they said there's public transportation here. It's just that I'm way up in the suburb. They said there's public transportation here. And it's like $1. I think they said $1.50 for boat rides. There's public transportation here. Yeah, so because where your vacation is not where you're going to live. Of course not. So the area that your vacation is not the area you're going to live, because the vacation, if I was living here, I wouldn't even decide. It's too far away from the city. It's a good 15 minutes away from the city. So nothing happens here. This is my condo. There's another, it's 3 condos. That's it in the street. On the street, three condos. There's nobody lives over there. It's just 3 condos. So, I wouldn't live in one of these. I want to live where I can, I wouldn't, if I was to live here, I would need a car. So then you lose the car payment, you lose the insurance. That's money saved, right? And I'm 65 in May. So all the benefits that I would get in the States, they call where I live, all the benefits that I would get there, I get it here. I don't have to change my bank. I don't have to change anything. I mean, it's like I'm sitting there going, what? You change nothing more than your address. It's like moving from the Bronx to Brooklyn. That's how it is. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate the thumbs up, guys. I know you're watching. I know you're watching. I know there's a lot of content providers that are watching. Guys, just give me some love. Just give me some love. Don't let me beg. Just give me some love, guys. But anyway, thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah. So it only would be a change of address. You have to change nothing. Nothing but your driver's license, and that's $7. Because I looked into everything. I looked into it. I said, what if I should live here? What would I need? They said only to change your driver's license and your address. That's it. You don't have to change anything. Nothing. And I'm like, what? It's 2 hours from here to Jamaica. 2 hours. 4 hours from here to Arizona. 4 hours from here to New York. Don't talk about the Dominican Republic. It's half an hour. Belize, they said it's 2.5 hours. Trinidad, all those places easy to get to from here. Yeah. I would live here. I certainly would. I certainly would live here. Because when I'm thinking about somewhere to live, I have to have a church. You know, yes, they said all hypocrites in church, come join them. Come join them and teach them how to live better. I love my church. I love going to church. I love being involved. I love making a difference in my community. You know, so if I can find a church to go to and they have 6 or more on the island, I'm good. I'm happy. And they're full service churches. They're not half day churches. Full service from sunset to sunset. They have Sunday and Wednesday night meetings. I looked into everything. I don't know what I'm going to do, but it's tempting. I don't have anything holding me back in Arizona. Nothing. Nothing. I'm not a person that is attached to things. They can sell, and I need to sell them, I sell them. I'm not attached to things. So it's something I believe me. I sat on that beach today and I'm saying, I could live here. The peace here. You don't hear no lot of yang on the streets. Even on the beach, you don't hear no loudness and no. It's just different. Thanks for coming. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate you. Those of you who are not in the chat, I appreciate you. Yes, I would live here in a heartbeat. It's something to think about. It's a easy. I have no responsibilities in Arizona. None. None. Nothing to hold me there. Nothing. Nothing to hold me there. My daughter lives there, but I can always fly and see her. Yeah. But, you know, this summer is not as hot here. They said this summer is not bad. One guy says, if you get hot, you go to the beach. You know? Housing, like everywhere else, housing, you buy what you can afford. You buy what you can afford. Oh, here is another quick fact. Most of the folk who live on the island, they depend on the rainwater for their toilets. Yeah, they depend on, well, for everything, for showering, or if they have to buy water. He said if there's no rain for a couple of days, and every house has this little, it's like a little nook like this, and it is on your roof. It's around the house that leads the water. The water is under their house, not on the side or on the top, under the house the water tank is. So the little nozzle thing leaves water, and then when the water company comes, they just pull it off and fill your tank down under your home. They said for rental properties, public rental properties, they get, they get water from the city. But for people who own their homes here, they love it when it rains because they save on water. They don't drink it, but they, for daily use. Yeah, that's another fact I learned here. They buy the water to drink, and they have a tank under the houses that when it rains, the way the roof is built, it gathers the water and it goes down to the drum under the homes. The other fun fact I learned is that they have a lot of solar here. They use a lot of solar here. But because of the rain, sometimes it goes off, goes off. So they use a generator or a battery, a huge battery that goes again under their house. Nothing goes on the side or on the top. I forgot to ask him why. He says so you have a lot of the richer people here have the generators, and regular people have generators too. But what I'm saying is that people that cannot afford generators, they have these humongous batteries, and it's attached. So if the light goes out, which it does on the island, because to my amazement, I woke up to go to the bathroom Friday night and the place was pitch dark. And when I called the owner, yes, I did. I panicked. I'm like, what? No light? So I thought I click a breaker switch or something. When I called her, she said, no, the island is out. So the guy next door, he was very upset that she doesn't have a battery. Well, she doesn't have a generator. But then my guide was telling me, because I discuss all these things with him, because I'm a woman that I need to know for education purposes. So when I talk facts and not, And what he says is that the city or the state do not allow one person to have a generator. So there's 3 condos here. The 3 owners have to get together and decide that we'll get a generator for the 3 houses. You can't have a generator, and you have a generator, and you have a generator. So what he says is that the people that you find without generators is because someone in the neighborhood doesn't want the generator. So again, I forgot what he said, why it had to go that way, that they have to share the generator. I forgot what he said happens there. So there's a lot of fun facts here, a lot of interesting facts. Lots of interesting facts. You don't see garbage piling up on the streets. You don't. Their garbage containers are so huge because they go out on the ferry. They go out on the ferry. Huge containers. They're right over there. And you tie up your bags and you put them there. And he said somebody comes around and spray them so they don't smell. Yeah. Yep. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't behave like an island. It really doesn't. It doesn't even behave like the United States. It just have its own, because the water sort of throw you off. Because there's so many nice beaches, you want to think it's an West Indian island, but it doesn't behave like that. It doesn't behave like that at all. It's truly a multicultural place. It's there's you'll find a few centurions, but they're few centurions. And I did ask my driver, why is that? He said, the kids. They said the universities here are so good. The kids grow up, they get scholarship to go to the States, and they don't come back because they get better jobs there. He said, so that's why, you don't find it as like, and then he said the fact that, you can't sell on the street and you can't buy a bottle of, you can buy some juice and put in a cooler and go and sell it off where the boats come in. Imagine 14 boats. If this was Jamaica, they would have 1,400 people at each boat selling. Yes, I can only talk about Jamaica because that's where I'm from. I can't. Jamaica and America I can talk about because those are my places. But they can't sit out there and rush you for anything. And I told you about the where you get the they call it the craft park, where you get the tourist stuff to take back home. So orderly. It is so orderly. They can, when you come through the gate, they can't go over here, come and look at what I have, come and look at what. They can't do that. They have to sit there and let you approach them. Yes. There's no soliciting or higgling. No. They sit right there. And you walk up and you ask a question and you peruse the stuff. But they can't rush you. I tell you, it had a culture shock. I had a culture shock. The biggest market is on St. Thomas. The biggest, what they call them? Craft stores are in St. Thomas. I mean, I saw in St. John's. I don't know if there's one here and I missed it. But you cannot, they can't come over here. I got this today and holding up. No. They have to let you come. They behave like a store. They have to let you come in and peruse and decide if you want to buy. And decide if you want to buy it. So I don't know. It doesn't have the feel of the US. It doesn't have the feel of an island. It just have its own thing. I don't know how to describe it. Or the slogan here is salty. Said, and I was supposed to buy a t-shirt, I have to go back and see if I can get one. But they're so expensive, maybe that's why I didn't buy it. So the thing here is salty. You see like how Jamaica have no problem, man? Here is salty. So you'll say a t-shirt, say, salty sea, salty beach, man. You'll have a t-shirt, say, salty and love. You'll have another one, say, salty but happy. So salty is the thing here. Salty is the thing. And what I said to myself, it has to be because of the beach. The salt water, that's what I said to myself. But the salty is the thing. You'll be talking to them and say, oh, you salty man. Yeah, that's how they speak. They speak like this, not all, some. They speak like this. Hey, you, how you doing? How you want something over here? Come on up here, I got your food. Yeah, that's how they talk. Hey, come in. If you're ready here. That's how they talk. It's either that or Spanish or English. And the kids are all in school. The kids are all in school on the island today. You don't see no kids running around. They're all in school. And I went down. Thanks for coming. I appreciate the love. I went down to the public housing. I told you, I got to do these things when I travel. I went down to the public housing. I admire how they're built. They're built like condominiums. But I was told that they treat them so bad. That they give them to them brand new and they treat them so bad. So they have Section 8 housing. Yeah, because it's a part of the US. They have Section 8 housing. They have their food stamps. They have their medical. So, you know, it behaves schizophrenic or bipolar. That's all I could say. You can't it's who this person is. That's who the island is. Who that person is, that's who the island is. Who that person is, that it doesn't have, except I love the things, the salty theme. Everything you see salty. I think that's what makes, yes. Mm, yeah, you could say that's the rhythm here. Is that salty theme? Everywhere you go, you see somebody have on a cap or a T-shirt with salty on it. Mm-hmm. Salty happy, salty good. Mm-hmm. So it's nice. So if anybody wants, I need to go to the tourism board tomorrow to have them pay me to advertise them. Anybody wants to visit? As I said, I didn't know because everything I read on the island said it's a Jamaican cuisine. But they never mentioned the price. Never mentioned the price. Unless I overlooked it. Mm-hmm. But there's a peace that comes with being on this island that I cannot describe. It's just a calmness that I cannot describe. I was somewhere Saturday night with my tour guide. Because as I said, he's my tour guide. And, you know, we chit chat. So we sort of have a rhythm for each other. So he'll call me and says, hey, I'm going out to this place. Would you want to come with me instead of staying home? Would you like to come with me at nights? That's after I leave the beach. Because in the days I ain't going nowhere. I'm on the beach. And I'll either say yes or no. And the other night I said no. And he said, come on, I'm coming for you. I'm on my way. You know? And I go out with him. They have a lot of self-contained parties. Friends will get together, have a party on the beach, or groups would get together, have a party on the beach. They play dominoes like you would. They have a domino competition down here every Saturday night. Saturday night I went to one for a couple of hours. You know, it's they just find way to make life calm, easy. From I come here, I have not heard a person yell. Something happened on the beach today, and this lady said to me, ooh, he's gonna go off. Then the waiter was carrying some drink and somebody bumped into him. Everybody's like, oh, he's gonna go off. Well, he turned around and said, did you get hurt? I was like, are you serious? And the guy said, no. The guy said, I'll pay for those things that... He said, no, it's okay. You're not hurt. My boss will understand. Yeah. Customer service is key here. They make you feel like you want to buy the whole store when you go in there. Mm-hmm. Yep. So it's been one educational, fulfilling, thrilling, exciting, mental rejuvenation. It's been a good trip. Good trip. Eat, sleep, and pray. That's what I do here. Eat, sleep, and pray. Yep. So thanks for coming in, guys. I so appreciate you guys. So appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. I'm trying not to fall asleep here, guys. I am trying not to fall asleep. The seawater has me drunk. The seawater has me drunk. I'm trying not to fall asleep. Try not to fall asleep. So thanks, Jay Brown. You're still here. You better stop. I know you visiting everybody, love. I know you're giving the love to everybody. You still here? Thanks for coming. I gotta turn. Forgive me if the phone is all over the. Oh, sorry guys, sorry to do that to you, but I gotta turn. Oh, sorry. I don't jerk you all up. Sorry. But I gotta turn. That side is tired. Plus the phone need to charge, so if I'm over here, I can charge it. The phone need to charge. It's my Airbnb, guys. That round thing up there, that's my bed head. It's so cute. Yeah, now she can run. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the love. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it. I'm just here hanging out. I am drunk from the beach. You see my eyes? Drunk from the beach. So I'm just hanging out. Talking about all the stuff I learned here on all the places I visited. Really enjoyable trip. But every second person I meet, and they'll say to me, oh, you're here with your husband? And I said, no. Your girlfriend? I said, no. The kids? I said, no. They go, you're here by yourself? You were brave. You travel by yourself? I said, yeah. Not going to wait for somebody, because that will never happen. For somebody to travel with me. Then they're never going to, everybody's, oh, I don't have the money. So I just do my thing. I don't have any money either, but I make sacrifices. I turn my pennies into nickels, and my nickels into dimes. My dimes into quarters, and my quarters into $1, and then I squeeze back the nickel out of it so I can do what I need to do. Yeah. I'm not rich, nor do I have money. I just manage it well. I don't need clothes. I will buy a plane ticket before I buy a dress. Yep, I'll buy a plane ticket before I buy a dress. I don't need clothes. I don't need clothes at all. I haven't shopped in like 10 years. I mean, except for basic stuff, I'm talking about major shopping. No, I don't. I have too much stuff. My problem here now is I have so much stuff, and for some reason, I'm getting wide. Even though I'm looking at my face in the camera, my face is so big. I'm gaining weight like crazy. It's not really weight. I'm just getting wide. Yeah, so I'm today I was saying, this bathing suit I wore today, this is the second time I wear it. And they say it was so tight. Before it was so loose. I said, no, when you go home, you got to lose some weight. And I'm not a person that talk about weight. Because I always say I don't need to lose nothing. But I need to fit in my clothes because I'm not shopping. Not shopping at all. I buy a plane ticket before I shop. Thanks for coming, guys. I really appreciate it. I know there are those of you who are not in the chat, but I know you're there. I appreciate it so much. So much. And I hope I don't fall asleep. If I fall asleep when I'm a moderator, just keep saying hello and thanks for coming for me. If I fall asleep. That's why I plug in the phone, so if I fall asleep, it doesn't die and abruptly end on you guys. That's why I plug it in. Thanks for coming. I want some water and I'm so lazy to get up. Oh, because normally I put a water by my bedside. Oh, Jesus, I forgot to put a new one. I'm so lazy to get up. I thought I drank a lot of water, but the seawater makes me drink so much more. So my day tomorrow is, I honestly don't know where I'm going tomorrow. Because my tour guide, he dropped me off and had to run. Normally he tells me what he has planned for tomorrow. But he generally, if he doesn't tell me the night before, he calls me early in the morning so I could get dressed. So we generally get out of here by 10 o'clock the latest. Today it was late, 11 o'clock, because he had some stuff he had to take care of. But normally he picks me up at 9 and I get back in about 6:37. I'm on the beach until 6:30. Yes, I am. I'll go walking around for about 2 hours. But let me tell you, Arizona is one beautiful state, you know. One beautiful state. So apart from the historical sites, I really don't need to see anything. I need a beach. That's why I came here. If we had a beach in Jamaica, nobody in Arizona, nobody would leave. It's a beautiful place to live also. But it behaves like a big city. So the hustle and the bustle is there. Yeah, and then for some reason we're getting hotter than we have been. We've gone up to 120 so many times this year. 124. When I first moved to Arizona, we never leave the 100. If we do leave, we go into about 102. Now, 124 is like rainfall in here. So that's why I love the beach. When I'm traveling, I have to be at the beach. I'm not going to nobody's house to sit up in their house and just walk and go to the mall. No, I'm not. Have to have a beach. But when I come back down here, though, I met some of the most wonderful people. And I met a lady that has 10 Airbnbs. And she told me, whenever you're coming back, because I want you to come back, she said, just call me. Call me. I could get you in for $49 a night in any one of mine. She said, just call me. So I'm looking forward to coming back down here. She said, just give her a month's notice and I could stay in one of hers. So, that's a good thing about networking too. Meet so much professionals here. I've not met a teacher though. I've not met a teacher, and I think I would have met them at church if I spoke. Yeah, I've not met a teacher. I've met doctors, nurses, carpenters, a lot of carpenters, lot of hotel workers, lots of hotel work. Westin Hotel seems to be the dominant hotel on this island. As I was telling you all the other night, everywhere you go, you see a Western worker. They have different colors, tunic. Yeah, so the tourism thing is big here. Don't understand it because the US should spend more money on they should spend more money on this island. They really can do better. They really can do better. But I think they have to come to the US to vote. That I have to ask tomorrow. I forgot. Or mail-in ballot. I don't remember. I got to ask my tour guide that tomorrow. How do they vote here? Is it a mail-in ballot system? I got to ask him tomorrow. I got to make a note of that. Got to make a note of that. And I would love to go to the governor's office. So I'm going to ask him to drive me around there. And the city hall here is so small, and the court is so small. The courts, oh my God, the courts are small here. He said there's not a lot of crime on the island. He says there's not a lot of crime on the island. So there's no need to have, all this big court building. He said there's not a, he said the most you'll hear of is fights and they hurt somebody. He said there's not a lot of crimes. There's not a lot of theft on the island either. The scamming is not a lot here either. He said because the way they run the island is, he said from you're in school they teach you this island belongs to you. How you treat people, how you solve your problems is a reflection of how people sees St. Thomas. And he said that is his daughter come home from school and the homework is about that. How to be a better person. Thank you. Kids pass you and they go, excuse me? Yeah, yes, thank you. Yeah. But I want to drive. I want to drive near the governor. They say you can take a picture from the outside, so I'd love to do that. But it's a lot I have to get in for the rest of the week. A lot. A lot I have to cram. And because he works, and if I have to go someplace during the time that he works, he sends his friend to get me and take me, and then he picks me up. But I've gone on an adventure without him. I've gone, and when I'm ready to come home, I call him. It's like, I thought you were home. I didn't call because I thought you were relaxing. I've gone on places without him because I love the freedom, to do what I want to do. He doesn't bother me though. When we go out together to see places, he just let me be. God, I hope my neighbors don't fight tonight, guys. My neighbors fight last night. I literally went by the door and video it because I'm going to send it to the Airbnb manager. When I go home, I'm not going to send it now because I don't want her to call them and tell them. And then it's a problem, So when I go home, I'm sending her the voice tapes. These people fight like a bunch of animals last night. Saturday night was the same thing. So I hear them coming in now. I hope they don't start fighting tonight. God knows I'm going to call the police if they start tonight. I don't care. I'm going to call the police. Last night it was too much. And they come outside and they bang the door and they go, I think they're drunk. And they go back in and they bang again and they cuss. Oh my God, last night was a mess. But I don't want to complain because it's just they and I on this side. And I don't want to complain. So when I go home, I'll lodge a complaint. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming. Give me a thumbs up if you haven't done so. Give me a thumbs up if you haven't done so, okay? Thanks for peeking. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. And remember, guys, I'm still home care queen. Uh-oh. My phone's froze. Why is my hand going like that? Oh my God, my phone froze. My phone froze. It froze. That is so funny. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. My phone froze. I hope you can hear me. I don't know what is going on with this phone. But something is happening. Something is happening with this phone. Something is happening in this phone. Oh my god, the phone freeze. The phone freeze.